Hoffman from Accept, and you're watching PopKorn Music. Impressive. I mean, everything's modern and beautiful, and yeah, we had some great food. So far, so good. Boring. No crazy. Those days are over. You know, the crazy parties and all that. I don't think we've ever been that type of band, anyways. But you know, nowadays we're just lucky if everything goes well and we get enough food, enough sleep, and all that good stuff. We're really just concentrating to put the best performance in. Everything else is secondary. I mean, we like to have fun, but it's not. You know, we're not exactly party animals. It's a new chapter. I think it's different. I mean, in a way, it's never changed because we're still playing the traditional songs, and I don't think our sound has changed. It's just gotten better with Mark in the band. That's what I would say, because Mark has a vocal range that's, you know, it's really wider, and I think the new material reflects that, you know, and the fans appreciate it more. I think this new chapter that we have going right now, these last 3 years, have been more successful than anything we've done in a long time. And some fans say it's better than anything we've ever done. It's maybe the best period of Accept ever. So that's a good thing. Of course, we get preferred treatment wherever we go. I mean, you just see it here, everywhere. It's beautiful. No, I mean, it's fun to travel around the world, meet a lot of different people, and you know, it's not always as glamorous as you might think, you know, like the flight over here, you know, it's pretty grueling, and you got to put in the hours, but at the end of the day, it's the payback time is on stage usually for us. I mean, we do all this because we really like to play in front of people, and you know, those 2 hours on stage are usually, you know, very special, and sometimes magic. So that makes it all worthwhile, all the traveling and all the stuff we put up with. We do a little warm-up routine. Everybody does their own little thing. I do my guitar runs, and Mark does his vocal training, and Stefan sits up with his drumsticks, and it's usually pretty quiet. Everybody does their own little thing. Nothing too spectacular, you know. We just get ready for the show mentally and do a little stretching and that kind of stuff, but nothing unusual going on there. Favorite songs on this album, for instance, are the title track Stalingrad and Shadow Soldiers, those two, and maybe The Galley as well. I mean, those, yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own little favorite songs that they like best, but overall the fans seem to agree the Stalingrad, the title track, is one of the strongest ones. A lot of fans also like Undrawn and Quarter, the opening track, a lot. So it varies. I mean, as long as you have enough good songs on an album, you know, let everybody pick their favorite one. Restarted everything. Like I said earlier, it's a whole new chapter for us. I mean, Accept was pretty much non-existent before we met Mark, and then when we did meet Mark and we decided to reopen the band, it, you know, all of a sudden it changed all our lives completely from one day to the other, because, you know, all of a sudden we were traveling the world again, making records again, and all this only happened because we met Mark, and we decided to give it one more go with another singer even on top of it. So we knew it was going to be not easy, but we had faith, and we thought, you know, this is the right fit, and we've got more material in us, and we can probably still write songs, and so we knew there's a very good chance of this working, but you know, we also knew it could have not worked. So you never really know until you try it. But you know, so far it's been the most successful thing we've ever done. All the time, it's just part of the deal, you know.
Yeah,
especially when
on your app, you were saying you were cooking soup and.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast when you're traveling and when you're 10 guys together, sometimes on a tour bus, you know, one guy gets sick, the next guy, it just happens all the time, and we do whatever we can, just try to live semi-healthy if that's even possible. But yeah, if some, you know, you just tough it out. The show must go on, even if you're not feeling 100%. Usually, you know, you just go on stage and make it go away somehow. That's all you can do. Well, we try anything. anything we can in this new digital world. I mean, we even have our own iPhone app now, which a lot of fans follow us on. So if you get a chance, check that out. Very cool, very cool. So we do that. Obviously we have Facebook, we have our website, so we do whatever we can to connect with fans. I mean, it's sometimes a little challenging because, when we're doing all these other things, you can only do so many things in the daytime and, the hours that you have, but we're trying to connect with fans as best we can. The need or the desire to start another band because, as a guitar player, I don't see myself as a gun for hire, for other bands or whatever. I've always put all my energy into Accept, and I've never could imagine being a guitar player for other bands, to be honest. And I didn't really, when Accept wasn't, when we thought we'd broken up, I didn't really want to form my own band because it would have been, in essence, so I would have been forced to play Accept cover songs anyhow. It would have been a competition to what to accept if it was another metal band, for instance. Everybody would have said, and it probably would have sounded very much like Accept because that's who I am, what I sound like. So I always felt there would be a conflict right away from the get-go. So if I was ever going to do anything completely different or another project from Accept, it would probably be way different. But not another metal band or anything. That was never in my cards. Classical music, for instance. I've made a solo record a few years ago, and I'll probably make another one before too long. I find that always very inspiring, to mix classical music and metal music. That's why I find quite a few influences in my guitar playing and Accept's music as well, because it's always been very, very interesting for me. Sometimes we get an idea and we'll sort of record it very briefly, but we can't ever do any serious songwriting on the road just because your mind is not into it, and you're always you're always thinking a few hours ahead when you got to go to the sound check, you got to do interviews. I can really only do songwriting when I have the time to and immerse myself into it, where I know I have a free schedule for the next few days and weeks and really get deep into it. It's really hard to do that sort of on the side. I think just to wander this, do some sightseeing mostly, or sleep. A lot of times you never get enough sleep, unfortunately, on tour. So usually when we have a day off and we can do whatever, most people just hang. Peter and I, a lot of times we explore the cities. Like we've just been over in Europe. We've been to Kiev for the first time in the Ukraine. We've been to other countries that we've never really been to before, and it's always fun to just go and see the cities. That's what we like to do. Well, not much, to be honest. Very friendly people, but other than that, I haven't seen anything. I wish we would have more time. See, that's one of the things. A lot of times, I wish we would have like 3 days off and just do some sightseeing, but unfortunately, we got a schedule. We need to go to Japan. We need to go to the next shows after this. So there's never enough time. But I still enjoy it. But so far, very cool. I expect some crazy metal fans that know Accept. That's what I'm hoping, anyways. So since we've never been here, we don't really know what the fans are like, but I can tell you what the fans worldwide are like. I mean, usually wherever we go, we've got a very dedicated fan community who's been following us for many, many years, so hopefully it's going to be the same. It's all part of the deal, definitely. When we're feeling right, we're doing all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Can we look forward to that tomorrow?
Absolutely. We'll see how crazy we can get. It all depends on the audience, If the audience goes wild, we go wild. We'll have to wait and see. I think we have a great set list together. We play a lot of the Stalingrad songs. We play about half the set is actually new material, which is something that we wanted to do because these last two albums have been so successful that we felt we want to do more than the usual, just 1 or 2 songs per album that some other artists are doing. So, you know, about half the set's old material and half the set's new stuff. So I think it's going to be very exciting. Very excited to be here, that's for sure, because it's the first time. It's always great to be here for the first time. Hopefully it's the first of many more times to come, you know. So it's going to be good tomorrow night. Hopefully everybody's going to be there. I want to see some fists in the air, you know, so we're going to give it all we got, so I want the audience to do the same. You know, the better the audience, the better we are. That's usually how it goes, because it goes back and forth, you know. If the audience is not so good, we're not so good. It's just, it's a relationship, you know. We feed off each other. Hey everybody, this is Hoffman from Accept. I want you to check out the new PopKorn mobile music app. There it is. Check it out.